Quandl is the largest repository of numerical data on the internet. So our core product gives people access to about 25 million numerical data sets, and that's free. We live in a world that's more and more data-driven. We live in a knowledge-based economy, and the fuel for that economy is data. In fact, you could make the case that data is the most important resource in a knowledge economy. So Quandl's on a mission to make that data available to people. Because right now, data in the world is a mess. It's disparate, it's disorganized, it's hard to find, it's hard to use. And so if you really want to be data-driven in anything you do, it's difficult for those reasons. And we're on a mission to make that pain point go away.
So how do you simplify data for people?
Okay, so the fundamental challenge around data is that the internet is teeming with numerical data. It's everywhere, but it is still very, very difficult to find because it's in nooks and crannies. And even once you find it, you have a lot of work in front of you trying to get that data from wherever it is into the system that you want it in to do what you want to do. So you have to extract it and format it and merge it and organize it, and maybe you just want it in Excel, but that's not necessarily easy to do. So these two things, finding data and then structuring it so you can use it, is a huge time vampire for millions of people every day. So we go after that problem. We've created an environment where you literally search for data and you find data. And once you find the data you want, you can pull it into any system you want. So our value proposition is fundamentally one of productivity for all these people out there in the knowledge economy who need data to make data-driven decisions.
So walk me through a scenario as far as how an individual may come to find you guys and what they would want to find specifically.
Okay, well, so typically they'll actually find us through Google or some other search engine because we have so much data on the platform, and Google and the search engines, other search engines, have sort of got an understanding of that now. So like most people will start a search on Google and find their way to Quandl. And a typical use case is they want to compare, say, the price of oil to the Canadian foreign exchange rate, because the Canadian dollar has gone down a lot and so has oil, and there's media talking about a relationship between those two. So you could do that in the wilderness on the internet. You could search for oil prices and you could search for Canadian dollar, and it will take you some time to find it, and you find the data and you'll eventually get it into whatever. Sure. But with Quandl, you'll just search for oil and you'll pull that into Excel, and you'll search for Canadian dollar, you'll pull that into Excel, and then you'll do the analysis you want to do, and the whole thing will take you 30 seconds, as compared to maybe 10 minutes or 15 minutes without Quandl there.
How big of a market do you think there is for your company?
Well, so we think we're at the right place in the right time, in the sense that data-driven decision making is becoming religious in business worldwide. But you can't really do data-driven decision making without data. And so to empower knowledge workers to leverage data, they got to have the data. So we think the market is absolutely massive. I suggest to you that there's very few professionals in the knowledge economy who are not using data in some aspect of what they're doing on any given day. And so, we think the potential for the solution we're creating is absolutely massive.